Okay, we're back. And we're gonna see what our little friend Give is doing. Give, where were you last time?
I had been suspended from the roof in a room full of other people suspended from the roof who were, I think, stored for eating purposes. Um, that was what you indicated. You're giving me a look like you don't
I'm
remember
like, oh
saying that.
gosh,
But anyway,
that sounds bad.
it sounds really bad. It was. It was very bad. And my friend, gotta remember what her name is. Jackabacca
Jackabacca is also hung from the
is
roof.
also here. And there was a youngish boy, man, who was on guard, and I changed my look to appear more relatable while still childlike to this kid, and then pleaded my case as someone whose mother was lost, and he has untied me.
Yep.
And I have promised to not get him in trouble. And my plan was to try and escape into the vents because I know the vents.
Yep. Yeah.
I am aware that I need to rescue Jackabacca. I'm not quite sure how to do that at the moment.
So you scramble up into the vents, and the kid's like, "What are you? Why are you going up there? You should go down this way."
And I like poke my head back out. I'm like, why?
And he's like, "Well, the creche is down there. You should go to the creche."
Are they nice?
He's like, "Enough." Um,
I know how to get there. It's fine.
then do you just disappear, or
Mm.
yeah,
Because presumably I know of a creche from before.
yeah, yeah.
And
Like
I
he's
know
indicating to
where
where
it
the
is
creche would
or
have
where it
been.
was.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, cool. I can go there if I want.
yeah. So what do you
Hmm.
do? Where do you go?
Yeah. I think I don't actually go very far. I think I just like get a little sort of way away so that I can be in a quiet space. Um, and I actually realized that I haven't used the move that I picked up a move last time and I haven't used it. And I want to just familiarize myself with what I need. Because I have augury now.
Oh,
And And the move says when you are able to use something for augury, roll plus weird. But it doesn't say what kind of thing.
did we say it was your radio? Is that what we thought it was?
Yes, we
which is the
did.
move specific? Yeah, we did.
We did. We did say that. Yeah, we did. Um, has it been taken away from me, or do I have it?
I think you have it.
Okay, they left it on me. All right,
Yeah,
That's
you have. I
so
think you have
hype.
all your stuff.
it's good. Cool. Okay. All right.
Oh, yes.
Well
It's the best move in the
Okay.
game.
Everything's
Everyone has
expensive
it
in the
but
game
me.
to you.
Yeah, exactly. I retreat a little way into the vents and I find a nice quiet spot and I sort of like sit with my feet up against the other side of the sort of like square passageway and I get my radio out and I hold it and I put my hand as though there is like a big, turny knob on the front and I just sort of start to like do this and focus really hard as though I'm trying to tune it really carefully. And yeah, I'm gonna try to roll augury, and I know what I want to do, but we'll see if it works.
So
Tune
for
it
augury,
or
what do you roll?
tune the whole psychic maelstrom.
Boom, boom, boom. Ooh, okay, partial success. Partial success. But that's the
What
last
happens
XP.
on a partial success for augury?
On a partial success, on a 7. No, sorry. On. Okay, right. Okay. On a hit, so if you succeed, which I think this counts as, you can choose one. Reach through the world's psychic maelstrom to something or someone connected to it. Isolate and protect a person or thing from the world's psychic maelstrom. Isolate and contain a fragment of the world's psychic maelstrom itself. insert information into the world psychic maelstrom, or open a window into the world psychic maelstrom. And then on 10 plus, I choose 2 effects. So, you know, like it'll persist, or it reaches deep, or it reaches broadly, or whatever.
Yeah.
But on a 7 to 9, I only choose 1.
Yeah.
I mean, my priority is to save Jakabaka. So I think that's part of what I'm trying to do here is like I want to find a way that I can rescue her, because I don't feel like I can competently do it with, like, you know, physical strength. So I did wonder whether isolate and protect a person, but that's specifically protect them from the maelstrom, and I don't feel like that's the danger that she is currently facing. She's currently facing being eaten.
Yeah.
So what I think I might do instead, I'm going to try and insert an idea into the psychic maelstrom about Jakabaka, and I'm going to see what happens from that. So, I think what I do, I'm sitting there tuning it, and as I'm tuning it, and it's just like different kinds of white noise, right, that we could hear. And as I am doing that, I start to hum to myself, and I begin to kind of like sing myself a little tune, very much in the style of the tunes that I have learned from Sunrise. And only this one is like a little song about Jakabaka. And it's like this little kind of like cutesy tale about the wizard Jakabaka, and you know, how she is magical, and she can see things that other people can't see. And she's kind and she's good, you know, and it's this sort of like little kind of kid's song about this magical, clever wizard. And yeah, I'm like singing that into the radio. And after a while, like I've stopped singing and the radio, it's doing the singing, and like, you know, my mouth stops moving, and my voice is still happening, but it's become the kind of like crackly, like through a radio speaker sort of noise.
Why do I imagine this to the tune of Happy Little Vegemites?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think so.
Absolutely.
This is. I actually had a thought about this. I feel like all of Sunrise's warning songs have the same tune.
Yeah,
and are they all?
It's straight up. It's like it's that folk music thing, right? Like it's one simple tune, and it is Happy Little Vegemites, and then it's the whole array of different lyric sets.
I love it so much. That's so good. Yes, definitely that. So I am permeating this idea. I am sending this idea into whoever is of the like skill and usefulness of Jakabaka. You know, right. I want to spread this kind of like idea into the minds of whoever is connected to this, that Jakabaka is useful, more useful than meat.
Cool. Awesome.
The wizard Jakabaka is so kind. The wizard Jakabaka is so nice. She puts a rose on every cheek.
It's like it's one of the spells. It just makes a rose grow out of their cheek.
Yep. All right.
That's right. Look, you know you're a real Twitch campaign when I start to write really bad folk songs about it.
Mm-hmm.
Emily, what is your 7 to 9 choice?
Sorry. Yep. My 7 to 9 choice is I
like the idea that maybe it's all one song, but I also like the idea that one of them is like, there's a bear in there, fight it with guns.
Yeah. Exactly. There's a possum in there, make loud noise, etc., etc. Yeah.
If it's got 4 legs, but also a tail. Here's
Yeah.
what you do. But if it doesn't have a tail, do this instead. Or you'll be dead.
Don't be
I'm gonna release an
dead.
album.
Oh my god.
We can do t-shirts and an album, guys. We can have merchandise.
No. Emily, what was your 79-point choice? Sorry.
It reaches broadly through the world's psychic maelstrom.
Cool. Awesome. Which doesn't mean it's going to persist. It doesn't mean it's going to be deep or stable and contained. Yes. Cool. Awesome. Great. I kind of want to skip from there. I know that's not a lot of.
No, that's
I
fine.
know that's not a lot of screen time
Go
for you,
for
but
it.
I feel like it's a good place to
It's all
cut
good.
actually. Yeah.
I think so too.
All right.
I'm just waiting now. I'm just kind of waiting, like, to clarify. I think then I go back to, like, sit near the vent and just like watch the room.
Watch what happens.
Watch what happens, and I'm just gonna wait.
Cool. In the meantime, meet Bright Eyes Armstrong. You're in a dark room. It's dark here. There's not a lot of kerosene lamps. They've all like gone down to the barest, dimmest flicker. The man and the young boy that were helping you seem to have passed out on the floor. You're lashed to this table. What do?
How am I lashed? Like
They got
am I,
belts.
like-
They tied your belts to tied your arms and hands. And arms
but
and legs.
like are my hands tied together?
No,
or am I,
wait, like apart.
like that or something. Okay.
Like you're
I suppose
like you've been attacked by a
Yeah.
post-apocalyptic James Bond villain.
Yeah. Right. I'm with you. I'm with you. Those. Okay. Okay. Am I still in the same room that I was in? Can I tell?
Yeah, it's the same room. Yep.
Same room.
This is the
Is
one with
there-
like a bunch of like doors made out of like off of big machines leading off into
Yeah.
other tunnels.
Okay. Okay. All right. So Can I want to try and struggle against my bonds to see if I can move out of there.
Yeah, sure.
that,
Act
like, I
under
mean,
fire,
I'm
that's
getting-
fine.
Use your freedom by force.
That's
See, I don't think it's seizing by
Probably-
force, right? Like, I
No,
think it's
it
acting
isn't.
under fire.
It 100% isn't.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make the joke.
Yeah, that's it. In the meantime, you hear this sound of like, we would recognize the sound of pneumatics.
okay. Oh,
And you hear like multiple things making these sounds off in the distant, sections of the corridors.
can I looking at the two people who've passed out? Are there signs of struggle around them, or have they just like fallen over, or
It looks like they've.
or they?
It looks like they like, yeah, passed out. So they looks
Right.
like they like broke their own fall, but didn't like curl up as they're sleeping.
Right. Okay. Cool. So they have also been drugged, is what it looks like. Okay. Okay. Let's.
You feel incredibly groggy in here, as if
Yeah.
like, as if the air in here is too thin or something.
Oh. Okay. I'm gonna yell. That seems like the best thing to do in this situation. Panic. Gonna sort of try and wake up the two people who are lying on the ground. Unless I still can't move, but I'm gonna try and hey, wake up! Can you hear me? What's going on?
Luke, did you
there
have
any-
interjection?
Yeah, just because Kane has just reminded me in chat and I found it. There's actually a move for escaping from being tied up for a table in the book.
What?
Wait, really?
It's in Advanced Fuckery. It's one of the like example moves that Vincent wrote in like the hacking the game chapter. There's a fucking straight up move for this shit.
Okay.
Just so that you'll know, we have that option if we want to go there.
What page is this? 270 something?
It's 271.
Okay.
It's written as being like about a specific NPC because that's the context Vincent's talking about hacking in. But like the move is pretty much like
right. Yeah, exactly. It's true. Yeah. Anyway, in the meantime, I think you were yelling, Mito, to try and wake them up. Is that your intention?
Yes, to try and get them to respond. Like I've woke up. I'm dazed. I'm tired. I'm panicking.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Yeah. Cool. I think you're going to. I think this is. Gosh. I mean, I'm
what is it?
feeling like I default to Seize by to
Act Under Fire?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're trying to wake them, and the fire is actually your own voice, right? You might.
Luke, that was very loud.
Yeah, your thing's next to the microphone, Luke.
Oh shit! Sorry, I thought I was muted. I thought I was
Try
muted.
that sentence again, Ash.
So yeah, you're acting under fire. The fire is like your own voice and consciousness.
Yep. Cool. That makes sense. Okay, here we go. 5. Miss.
They do not wake up.
Wake
On
up.
the plus side, you hear someone coming, and by someone I mean pneumatics.
Pneumatics are coming.
They're on their way to you.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to do anything in the meantime?
Escape.
I don't know if this matters or not. Looking at the machines that we saw that were flooded over and the parts of the machines that we walked past, am I able to sort of ascertain
all of these machines would be using hydraulics?
Right. That's interesting. Okay, and it's coming towards
They'd
me.
be going brrrr instead of psh.
Yeah. And it's definitely coming towards me through the entrance that I came in.
It's not through the entrance that you came in. It's coming from one of the other like doorways. You can hear it getting close. You can hear that like one of the sounds of the pneumatics, which sounds a little bit like footsteps in a way, but not quite. Is coming towards you.
Oh, that's cool.
It's coming from the safe.
Can I want to try and... Are my legs lashed as well, or just my arms?
Yeah, your arms and legs.
Arms and legs.
What kind of Bond William do you think I am?
The type that wants to see me walk around carrying a table on my back, but apparently not.
Oh, look, who's a turtle?
Okay, can I, is there any change in light in the tunnel? Like, can I sort of ascertain?
Really, really dark in the tunnels, whereas those tunnels were more lit before. Same as in here. The kerosene lamps are guttering. You don't hear other voices other than this sound, and it's quite dark in most of the directions. Your eyes are doing that thing where it's dark enough where if you like move your eyes too quickly, you see like this you see the highlight of your blind spot.
Okay, I would like see, it's so difficult because I don't know if there's anything even there, but I kind of want to seduce or manipulate. Like, the logic that I'm using is that there's someone coming. I know that like I don't think machines can walk in this way. Someone's got to be driving it. Someone could be going to hurt me, and I want to try and convince them not to. Which I believe would fall under seduce and manipulate.
Yes.
But I don't know.
I'm wondering whether or not it actually is. No, I don't think it is performing to a crowd.
No, but I was going to ask if I could use my unflappable persona and put on a real brave face and be like, "Oh, actually, do I want to do that?"
Unflappable persona is for
act under fire.
Act
you're
under
right.
fire,
Yep.
not, yeah.
Yep. Yeah. No. So I want to try and
Should you still manipulate whoever is out there?
yeah, and just be like, you know, you don't want to hurt me. I'm much more valuable to you alive. You know, in that desperate, panicky voice. And so, you know, you don't want to hurt me.
I feel like
really.
Yeah, I mean, roll it. Yeah, I don't feel like Apocalypse World really gives me permission as GM to give you a -1 for the fact that this is a bullshit position. But
yeah, but I feel like do you want me to?
Just just fucking roll it.
The neg 1, like such as it exists, is like our negotiation over the trigger, right? Like,
yeah.
Like if you feel like it's a really bullshit position, like maybe it's just not the move.
So I think that the answer is then that you call out helplessly for
Yeah.
a while until the door opens and a ghostly blue-white face of like a perfect human being as sculpted by Plato's ideal himself like emerges through the door and like turns and stares meaninglessly at you with his like empty glass eyes. I say him, I should say they, with their empty glass eyes as they like stare at you with no emotion. And this
Is the face attached to a whole body, or is it just a
yeah,
face?
yeah, the whole body, the whole
Cool.
naked,
Just clarifying.
the
No,
whole
very
naked,
important.
genitalless, nippleless, androgynous form, with their, you know, slightly translucent, white blue, skin, like just stares at you. Now what do you do?
Well,
Okay. Translucent. Can I see?
You can see underneath
Through it?
carbon fiber tubing and like stainless steel bones. You see a whirring that looks like something like the fan on a computer cooler.
I'm
Yeah.
meeting a robot.
I know. I was going to say, you know how at the
You know?
start of this game we were all agreeing that robots are really cool.
Yeah.
I am psychic, actually.
Legit.
Okay. Cool.
He also has no
I
belly
have
button.
it's such good detail. Jimmy, I have some advice to you. Get the fuck away from the weird ghost robot.
The robots are cool.
This is not Blades in the Dark. This is not a friendly hull. You gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Look, I'm a little weirded out, but also a little fascinated.
You're also slightly high at the moment because you're in
Yeah.
a
Right. So.
environment.
I kind of want to read it. Like,
Sure.
does it? Can I
You
communicate
can read the
with
situation
it?
or
Like,
read the person if you want.
Does it-
Like at the moment
It
it does
doesn't
that
have
weird like
personhood.
non-emoting eye contact at you. This counts as being able to read the person. I think
Does it
Okay.
have personhood?
Yeah, that's
for the purposes
question.
of this move, yes.
Alright, I'm just curious because
Yep.
it's good information to have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if
Yeah,
you could
I'm
read
gonna-
a person
I'm
on a
gonna-
gun, that would be
That would tell
surprisingly
you
good
something else.
information.
I'm gonna try and read them.
Yep.
Whatever this robot thing is. I am not having a good dice day. I miss with 5.
One of the, I think the young boy that was helping, the teen boy,
Mhm.
starts to like stir, and the robot and the the robotic figure turns and I think just goes over to them and leans down on one knee and looks over them to see, and they're stirring fitfully in their sleep, and they just put their hand on their chest and you just see a zap of white light and the body goes limp and still.
It's an evil robot! It's an evil robot! Get away!
Okay, that tells me everything I need to know about this. Yeah, about that escaping from the table move.
I got you sorted, Jimmy. I got your back.
Is it again acting on the rolling hard? Oh, I don't.
The plus side, Jimmy, is that on a hit you escape.
Well,
as long as you don't miss, you do get out. It's just a question how much it's going to cost you.
Okay, I'll roll rolling hard to try and break free of the table. Today is not my dice day. I miss with a 3.
Yeah, it comes up to you and sees you struggling and places a hand on your shoulder, and you feel we smell ozone, we see zapping, you feel a horrible electric shock on your shoulder, and then just pins and needles from there to your arm. And then they go around to your other shoulder and do the same, and then just do the same at your abdomen, and it's from your hips down. You are.
I just can't. I'm paralyzed.
Yeah. And then they look at you, and then they say with their strange modulated voice that has no gender, but also no sense of time. They turn to you and they say, "What is your purpose?"
If you don't answer rock and roll right now, I'm going to be really disappointed in you.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much. I'm here to serve. I'm here to spread the word of the gods of rock and roll, and I'm here to help.
What is rock and roll?
Shitty, you get to teach a robot about Led Zeppelin.
Fuck yes!
In the beginning, back in
All right, so I personally would like to file a petition for us to have Mito's life become untenable immediately and have him change playbook to the Hocus. I just think that's the thing that maybe should happen.
Out, right? Jimmy's about to roll seduce or manipulate and see whether or not, see what the fuck happens.
Yep. Christ almighty, Jimmy.
Let's roll in the move, and then you can tell me what words you say.
Okay.
Tell me what you say after you've rolled the move, so we know whether or not you suck.
I mean, does he? Well, just quickly, is he seducing or manipulating?
Or is
it doesn't sound like he's telling it something he wants to do. Or is he acting under fire with unflappable persona?
Yes,
fire
that's what it
is.
It's acting under fire with unflappable persona. Yes, it is. Yeah. It's exactly right.
Yep. Because you're being interrogated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I can do that. I can roll under fire.
This feels a little pleasant for an interrogation.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
I mean, I don't know. What kind of paralyzed from all of the torso outwards?
Painlessly paralyzed and being gently
painless.
asked questions.
That was not painless. That was a 9-volt battery 20 times.
Ugh.
That hurt.
I've never done that, but that sounds unpleasant.
Oh,
it's not a good time.
It's kind of fun, but not pleasant.
So you want to know what I'm going to say after I roll, or you want to know?
Yeah, we want to know whether or not you suck first.
Okay.
Rude.
But not inaccurate.
It's relevant.
Hooray! I've got an improvement. I've leveled up.
Oh, good job.
Yay, you didn't fail.
So, let's talk about your party success here. for.
Jimmy, take a move to give you the protection of the gods of rock and roll. You're gonna need it.
Let's talk
Okay.
about what a partial success in this situation looks like. Because I'm interested.
It's like
Basic
some GM
moves.
bullshit. That's what it looks like. Had to
Honey,
take the
I
GM
am
bullshit clock.
so many levels of GM bullshit right now. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
It's a little bit funny.
Where are we? Act under fire.
Yeah, I'd like to add a tick to the GM horseshit clock, Ash.
Yes, done. Deal. Where's your particular GM horse clout? I'll just advance that for you.
Cheers.
Nice.
Of all the memes that came out of Roleplay Blades, I think that one is probably my favorite.
Cool. I have advanced the clock for you. Jimmy, on a 7 to 9, you flinch, hesitate, or stall. The MC can offer you a worse outcome, a hard bargain, or an ugly choice. So,
Okay.
I want to cut away. I want to cut away, and I want to talk to you in the break because I want to get your
Yep.
consent for a thing.
We can do that.
Oh, mean,
Oh
mean,
dear. Oh, I think
Mean.
I think we're gonna
I
do
know
that
where Ash's brain is going.
because
I don't. It's great.
I have a lesser
Oh, dear.
version of the 6 minus in mind. So,
Oh,
but it
dear.
requires Jimmy's consent. So, that's fine. Let's cut back to friends in the fancy office. In the
Excuse
fancy,
you, I
fancy
think you mean
apartment.
friends at the table, because we're
I mean,
sitting at the dining table.
friends at the blood-covered dining.
Look, if I had to choose a person in online Twitch tabletop streaming to be the actor to play Sunrise/Morning, it would definitely be Austin Walker. I'm just
Oh yeah,
putting that out
definitely. Yeah, that's a given.
Yeah, so I think we cut back on like it's like a couple of minutes later after that weird thing, and
Yeah.
there's like an uncomfortable silence as we're both sat there just like sipping our tea,
You know,
looking
because
at
you
each
tried to
other.
suck out your soul and.
Yeah, well, and then she asked me if I wanted
It's
sugar.
weird.
Right? And so like we're like sat across the table drinking tea. I don't think any words have like I think I kind of like nodded or shook my head. I'm not actually sure what Morning's tea preference is. Probably no. But like I don't think any words have been spoken yet, right? Like we're just still in this like awkward well of silence following what happened. And I'm just like watching her very closely across the table. Yeah, no Leafington. I didn't take the sugar. I don't think Sunrise has a taste for. I don't think Morning has a taste for sweet things. Only salty, bitter, upsetting ones.
Yeah. Hi, Red.
Yeah, and I think Morning says. Well, actually, so before I say anything, Ash, I'm reminding you about the voices.
Yeah, I was just
I
thinking
feel
about
like
that. So you.
I feel like that might well be relevant to what is about to happen.
The voices told you that that these people were flesh.
And I could eat them. And lo and behold, the voices were in fact correct.
Yeah, exactly. It's good. My
Very nutritious.
yeah. I think the voices ask you where Give is.
I don't know. it's the answer. The honest answer. Like Morning has no idea.
Yeah, and the voice seems frustrated by this. You should be
Yeah,
the
it's
one
like-
who knows the answer to this. This is how. This
it's
is
like-
why you should be valuable.
Yeah, it's like last I knew they were maybe with Mito ?
Yeah.
At the tower, but that's the
Yeah.
best I got.
The voices, the voices are very frustrated with you right now for not having an answer to
mean-
this.
My business is not with the living, but with the dead. So Give's not my responsibility anymore.
Yeah, the voices just tap the fuck. Like the voices walk out of the room.
Yeah. No, so to be clear, that is not an emotive statement. Like, that is a domains of responsibility statement.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they effectively walk out of the room.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, and so I think this long silence between Mani and Morning, where Morning has just been like, not studying her face or her posture or her, like, none of the things that we normally as players immediately go to as references when we talk about reading a person. It's not any of those things I'm paying attention for. It's the differences.
Right.
It's the gaps between the man living and Mani.
Yeah.
Like, beyond death.
Yep.
And, like, where the differences lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's this weird, like, and I think she's just staring at you as well, right?
Yeah.
As this is happening. It's just the two of you, like, having this weird thing where you just stare across
Awkward,
the table over a cup of tea.
Yeah, and then finally, like, I break the silence. I, like, take a sip of my tea, and I say to her, "What are we?
Cool.
What did it make us?"
She's-
Can I roll to read the person?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, awesome. Love it when I get to do that. And mark that sweet XP. Cool. So I get one whole...
One, I think. Yeah.
I think that sounds right. Let me check.
I can see a PBTA game where every single move is just on a 3+ choose 3, on a 10+ choose 3, on a
No.
7 to 9 choose 2, on a or whatever, and they're all the same numbers.
Anonymous, hold one. Yeah, do get one anyway, but bad shit.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
something like that, right? Where they're always the same numbers of things.
I mean, like, Endless Sea is kind of that game.
Oh, it does,
'cause it's
yeah.
all about choosing things off lists in
Yeah, true.
specific numbers. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, so that's the question I ask her, and I'm going to keep my hold, and I'll spend it when I feel like it.
Yeah, she looks at you.
What are we? What did it make us?
She like looks at you and is like, made us. No. Who is in there? And like she goes to like tap on your forehead. And is like, goes to tap on your forehead and is like, are you okay in there? Hello? And like she seems genuinely concerned, like you're somehow malfunctioning, and that's the question she asks.
And do I, and this is not like one of the move questions, this is just me fishing for nuance that I may or may not get. Like, do I get the impression, like, who's in there? Is that like, is she asking about sunrise?
No.
Or is she asking about morning?
No.
Okay. Something else. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
But not like a specific person.
Yeah, just like what is in there that isn't the thing that should be there.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, so for the purposes of this move, and actually from memory, I think we even had this conversation earlier in this campaign.
Probably.
Am I reading a person and the person is the psychic maelstrom just through proxy?
Oh, interesting.
Is that almost a thing that's happening here? Right? Like,
I can't answer that question clearly for you. You'll have to tell me what your question is.
I think my question is, what does your character intend to do? And and I'm kind of asking it like I'm less interested in like the discrete specific mani, and more interested in like either the wolf hive mind, because that's the impression at least I've gotten and that I think that Sunrise had, like the wolf hive mind or the psychic maelstrom itself at large.
Yeah. All right. Mani is going to follow around this broken bloodhound until it leads her to the fox that she's chasing.
Yeah. Legit. That makes a lot of sense.
I think that's the answer I can give you. And like that's
Yeah.
Mani as a class of person.
As a class of entity, yeah.
Yeah.
Like not as
Yeah.
discrete mani, but like mani in the No, I
Yeah.
get it.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can see she is doing this thing where when she's saying that thing to you, she's in a different space, right? And she's frustrated at the situation. And then when she goes back to drinking the tea, she's back in this other space.
Yeah, totally. I'm going to zoom back and describe around a thing now, because I don't know as a player that I have the skill to convey this like through just like dialogue.
Yeah.
So not sunrise, morning. Like, I think the conversation continues. With morning continuing to press for answers about like the ontological answers to like what the fuck is going on. But not actually interested in the answers, but trying to provoke not money, but the other space inside money into like giving the answers.
Right, yeah. Interesting.
Because what I would like to do, if you think this is like kosher, is like use what I am then able to observe of what things trigger, like the wolf hive mind, and what I've already learned to like read the situation of the overall wolf situation.
Yep. Legit.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That was probably far less like interesting for viewers than me describing it moment by moment. But like,
yeah,
I
but
don't know
also
how to
like
do that.
so difficult.
Yeah, look, I'm
one of
doing
the
a
things
John
that I think
Harper.
you're
Just
actually-
imagine the coolest, cleverest scene possible where that happened.
Written by Aaron Sorkin.
Yeah, written by Aaron Sorkin, and that's the conversation that happened.
Yeah,
Boom.
exactly.
There we go.
Cool. We worked
Good
it
job,
out.
everyone. We're great at role-playing games.
Real good at role-playing games.
Yeah.
One of the things that I think is really important here is that you are also paying attention to when the voices look through the door back into the room.
Yeah, no, totally. 100%.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, this is because also, Ash, like, this is very much probably the lead up to me then opening my brain again.
Yeah, I get that.
So I
worked
think
that
that's
out.
like I think my brain is like half open to give me that awareness of the voices and their level of attentiveness.
Yeah.
And then yeah, this is the prelude, the first movement of a symphony, as it were.
My brain assumes that like this is being shot as if it were like light versus L or heck.
Right. Let's find the correct chapter. When you
So,
read
yeah,
a charge
like,
situation
we have
on
one
a
of those
12...
like one of those scenes where two geniuses are trying to like manipulate each other.
Oh yeah,
into-
totally,
right?
totally.
Like,
it's the sequence at the end of the second like Guy Ritchie Sherlock Holmes movie, the only
Oh,
good
right.
scene in that entire movie, where something that so far we have only seen as like a singular game that Sherlock plays is suddenly a duologue instead. Like it's that.
Yeah.
thing,
Same
which
as
was
the duel in
cool.
the mind in Hero. It's light versus L
God,
in
it is Hero. It's shot exactly,
exactly,
like Hero.
right?
That's
Yeah.
totally So, Ash, brace yourself. On a 12 plus, ask any 3 questions you want, not limited to this list.
Okay. That you could
I
discern
advanced-
the answers from in this situation?
It just says any 3 questions you want.
Okay, but...
But I'm gonna I will try and be good.
I have to be able to know
but
but here, right? I have to be able to preserve the fiction.
Yeah, no, totally. It's really funny because this actually makes it vastly more difficult than trying to pick from the list,
Yep.
which Vincent has observed before, right? Like, there's a reason it's this list.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to start with an obvious pick from the list, and then I'm going to go from there. Like a bloodhound. Fuck you, Minnie. Which enemy, and specifically here I am talking about within, like, the Psychic Maelstrom complex, is most vulnerable to me?
Which within the complex of the Psychic Maelstrom?
Which part of the Psychic Maelstrom? / the wolves / right? Like, which part of it, which bit of it is most vulnerable to me? Like, where does its response come so quickly that it can only be a fear response?
Yeah, right.
Right, like where does it flinch? Because anger, there's still a beat of hesitation first. Like, fear is the only thing that just you immediately get response to.
Your past? Your childhood, your origin is the place where, like, is the only place where it seems genuinely scared as opposed to, like, annoyed that something might get in its way.
And to be clear, the you in that statement is morning, not sunrise.
Is sunrise.
Okay.
Right?
Very,
I think that if you also talk about Mani in the same way, probably that also provokes a similar response.
So it's scared of?
It's scared. What I'm reading, I think, is that it's scared of people who are old enough to have been around before. Like, that's the commonality I am guessing is what's going on there, but I don't expect Ash to confirm it for me.
Right. Yeah, okay.
Except that the next question I'm going to ask is, how can I best exploit that vulnerability? To the best of my knowledge.
You can almost use that to drive Mani around.
Yeah, right. If I understand, like, what makes her...
In that, there are 2 forces
Yeah.
currently driving Mani, right?
Yeah.
You can use that to choose which one is acting at any given time.
Oh,
Just through conversation.
Cool. Oh, I'm so tempted to do a thing at some... I just gotta write down a note, because I want to make a note to do this thing at some point. Just to fuck with you a little.
Good.
That's very unkind. No, I don't.
This is a game in which we fuck with each other, like, repeatedly. This is what...
Yeah.
This is...
Yep, cool. Just gonna write that down.
Like,
and then,
Apocalypse
where's...
Apocalypse World player moves are opportunities for the players to fuck with the MC back. That's...
Yes, exactly. Like 110%. Yeah, it's our job. Where's my best way into the Psychic Maelstrom?
Oh, golly.
Not literally, to be clear.
No, I know. Yeah.
Just because, like, that also would be a totally valid question for me to ask, and I want to distinguish that that's not the question I'm asking. I don't want to bodily go into the Psychic Maelstrom. That's for later in the campaign.
Gosh. Jesus. Just from what you can read in this conversation,
I mean, is it back to the subject of my past?
no, is kind of the opposite. Like that would be
Okay, so it's
completely
leaning to what I
counterproductive.
am now.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Here's the
can
thing,
work with
right?
that.
I
Yeah.
think the voices are actually, if you can get a wrangle on them,
Cool.
right, you could ride them.
Yeah, cool.
Shall we take a break? Or do you want to continue this scene?
No, I have a definite. The question is just in what way I want to fuck with you back in the immediate
definitely.
moment, and which one I want to save for later. I'm gonna save the other one for later in the session. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is, so what Morning does is Morning takes, like, processes this information, right? Like, and this is all happening, like, externally we see, like, none of this going on, right? Like, it's just a conversation
Yeah.
with many,
Yeah, this whole thing is just a conversation. It's fine.
yeah, and I think...
And, like, you conveniently just happen to put your cup down at a specific time and all these sorts of things, right? You punctuate a
Yeah.
sentence and...
It's the semiotic stuff from Friends at the Table all over again. Yeah, so...
Also, you're a fucking nerd.
Friends at the Table is amazing, okay?
I know.
I laughed publicly at the end of an episode. Like, I was in the middle of public and I just lost my shit because it was so funny. I'll tell
That's
you
me
about
with
it on
Campaign
break.
Pod.
Hmm?
Campaign Podcast does that to me regularly,
Yeah.
and it's a problem.
Alright. So what I... Oh, fuck. Okay, so I bring it, like, back around to the subject of, like, of you know, what did it do to us, right? Like, and I specifically move, like, away from made us language, but it's like, what did it do to us, right?
Okay, like, semantically, she doesn't seem to understand when you're talking about it.
Yeah, no, totally. And because, like, what I'm trying to do is I'm provoking that, like
Confusion.
caring, oh, you're broken thing again.
Mm-hmm.
And this time, Morning, like, responds to it. Like, leans into it. And starts talking about their childhood as sunrise.
Yeah. Or, like, what was your name then? Did you even have one?
That's a
You
good
didn't fucking have
fucking
one.
question.
Like,
I
we
haven't
don't
thought
know.
about it. I have no idea. Hang on a minute. Let me think. Because who have I been? I've been Sunset. I've been Sunset. I've been Midnight. I've been Dusk. I've been Midnight. I've been Sunrise. And now Morning. It was Dawn. Because it's an actual human name that
Yeah, it's
fits
an
the whole
actual
naming
human name,
aesthetic.
yeah.
I was Dawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was called Dawn. Yeah, so like like Morning talks about back when they were Dawn and like goes back their childhood, and when the voices leave in disgust, and perhaps a flicker of fear, they follow them out the door in the back of their brain. That's how they get in.
Do you
Like
wanna roll
by
that before
leaving,
or after the break?
they show where the path is.
Are we rolling that
necessarily.
before or after the break?
Hmm?
Are we rolling that? Are we rolling the open your brain before or after the break?
What if we roll it and then we go to break before we
Sure.
resolve what happens?
Sure. So what are your bonuses on this?
I think I'm taking advantage both of like it's vulnerable in the area of my past and follow the voices.
Sure.
If that seems legit to you.
Yeah. I
Oh
think so.
fuck.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, Ash, I've only just remembered. My Battle Babe Perfect Reflexes move means I get +2 per answer I'm acting on.
Yeah, I know.
I'm at +4.
I know.
What the fuck? I'd forgotten
That's
that
why I
a
was
thing.
saying. That's why I was telling you.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely. I'd forgotten how to play the game. It's been so long.
It's
That
your
3-week
character,
that 3-week
Luke.
break. That 3-week break did a number on me. All right, let's do this.
That's 13.
That's a 13. It's 12 plus time.
All right. Time for
After
a break.
the break.
All right.
Finger
Back
guns.
soon. Shortly.